I have 6 chords I want to talk about. 6 of them. But they're all related to a great thing called the 6. There is a 6, you know. Gong. What is a 6? A 6 is a note that is in major town on a major street. Watch. For example, if I have the 6th note of this one happens to be D Street, and it's a B. If I'm in E Street, the 6th note is a C sharp. The cool thing is, whatever the 6th house is on a major street is the 6. Gong. That means that it is the 6th house on the street, but it also can be added to the regular major street chord as a 6. So you can have a 6, all right here, 6, and a 6. You can have a 6, wait, this way, added to a full chord. The word full. Remember full? Now this is what I'm talking about, full. If you have full chords, they're not just 3 notes. They're actually 4 notes, but there's octave in it. It's octave around it. Oh, wait, whoa. If I have full chords, gong, it means I have an octave around it. An octave around it. There's an octave around it. I remember I'm going letter, 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 letter in this case, but I could go sharp, 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 leading with my thumb. But in this case, I'm just going to go all letter, 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 letter. So an octave in it, right? Then I have the 3rd of it and the 5th of the street. The 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of the street. And then I have the 8. But I have a full chord. The word is full, F-U-L-L, chord. Wherever I'm leading off with, I have a full chord. A full chord is that octave. Now, you could play with your 4th finger, but I am playing with my fingers. So I have 1 and 5, my 2nd and 3rd finger. I'm playing the other notes. Wherever I am playing a full chord because I call it a full chord because it's octave, 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 octave. Everything is octaved. And now, in between that octave of that major street, 1st, 3rd, and 5th house of the street, and the 8th, 1st, 3rd, 5th, and the 8th house, 1st, 3rd, 5th, 8th, I'm going to add the 6th house. I'm just going to add it. It's a happy sound. Hear it? So this would be C6, D6, E6, but it has to be the 6th. I think that's really cool. It's all the 6 there. And then this is happy and yes goes. Isn't that cool? I think that's great. Of course, I'm just taking my pointer finger and going right with the 6. Added to it. So that's one of the 6 chord. It's whatever the full chord is out of 6 is like A6, B6, C6, D6, E6, F6, and any of the sharps would be F sharp, like F sharp 6, G sharp 6, A sharp 6. Any of these would be 6s next to them. That's one of them. That's one of the 6 chords. The second 6 chords takes it out of blues town. Gong. Now we have the M3. We don't have the 3, we have the M3 because we're in blues town. We still have the 5th and we still have the full, which is the octave. But we have now the 1st, the M3, the 5, and the 8, where we still have a full chord, but it's in minor chord. Remember, we're in blues town, minor chord. Minor, minor, minor. Very cool chords, very cool chords. These minor chords are great. These are great. I love minor chords because just they're dark, but they're so great because they're so colorful anyways, just by themselves, especially if they're octaving on the outside. Octave, 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 octave. I'm going to add a 6. That'd be an M6. It'd be like A, M6, B, M6. You have to make sure you have to find the 6, the correct 6. C minor, 6, D minor 6, E minor. They're a great sounding chord. How can I put it? There's like I can't think of the word, the descriptive word that I want to play to that M6, that minor 6 chord, but that's the second one. That is the minor 6. Ding! So back to the major street. I always like major streets to start because they're so nice and they have a pure sound, and then adding that 6 makes it even happier. Oh, here, I'll just add it in using all 5 of my fingers. Now I have a full 5-finger full chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, second, third, fourth, fifth are being used in these 6 chords. I have to. I want to have the 8 in there. I want to make it full. I want to have the 8 full block. Wherever I'm playing, I want to have the octave, but I want to now add the 6. That's a full chord, but now I put the bass in it so you can hear what it really sounds like. Can you hear how happy it is? It's really nice and happy. I can add the 2 with anything, right? I always say 2 you can add to anything. You can add 2 to anything. So 2 fits into this whole thing. I can make a E6 2. Well, first, I can make any kind of 6, right? I can just have to get the major, and then the 6, and then the full. But now I have so many A's in there, like on this A, or this B1, or this B6, or this C6. I have so many C's duplicated all over. I don't want to take the fullness of the right hand guitar part. I want to take and substitute a note in the right hand guitar part that I'm already playing in the left hand, that's already being covered by the left hand bass player. And so I am going to be able to play the 2. But I still want to keep the 8. I, for some reason, want to keep the 8 just as a demonstration. So here I'm going. Here I'm going. When I'm going like this 8 and I'm filling it in, I'm going to move my thumb to 2. I'm going to make a 2. Instead of playing that E again in that fullness chord, I'm still going to play all 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm going to move the 2 with my thumb. So I'm still going to make a major 2. I'm just starting at 2, then a 3, then a 5, then a 6, then a 7. So I'm making a 6-2 chord. And I'm playing the 6 from the original 6, but I'm adding a 2 into it even. I'm adding a 2 into it. That's so great. Can you hear how better it sounds almost? Instead of here's a regular 6, here's with the 2. Remember, I'm still covering myself with the letter in the left hand because the letter bass player is the ruler of the letter. That's cool. That is another of the, so we first had the E6, then we had the E minor 6, now we have a third type, the E6 2. I'm not taking away from the original 6 type chord. I'm just adding to the 6 chord. This in case. Well, in this case, you can actually have a major 7 6 chord. You can actually add the 6 in there. And it sounds good. It sounds really good. This is really cool that you have a major 7 6 chord. So I can really give you the whole thing. I'm going to play the bass. Can you hear that? Beautiful. A major 7 6. A major 7 6. So that's the 4th type chord, is a major 7 6 chord. Major 7, add a 6. 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 It's a major 7, add a 6 chord. Isn't that cool? I think it's so cool. Add a 6. It takes all 5 of my fingers. And I'm not even octaving, I'm just covering all the letters I need to cover. My 1, my 3, my 5, my 6, and my major 7. I'm not even subbing anything. Well, wait a minute. What about if it was a 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. it also sounds good. It also sounds good. It really makes it really jazzy and really cool. You know, going 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's cool. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. It's working. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. It sounds cool, doesn't it? It's kind of squishing, but it's really jazzy and really cool. 6 and 7 together. The great thing that is now you have another chord. You have a 6-7 chord. You have a E or whatever letter 6-7 chord. Now in all of these 2, 3rd, and 4th type chords, there of course you can add a 2 because it's 2 gong. The reason is because a 2 goes in everything. So even though I'm always talking about 6s now. So you're already, I guess, adding to a 6 with a major 7, and then you're adding a 6. You also can add a 2 to that. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to remember, I'm going to cover my letter with my left-hand bass player because it's very, very strong. And so I'm going to just cover my left-hand letter, whatever it is, and I'm going to just have to do all the additional things I'm talking about because there's so many of them now on top of that letter. So here I'm going with, instead I'm starting on the 2, then I'm going to the 3, then I'm going to the 5, then I'm going to the 6, then I'm going to the major 7. I got all the additions. I got the 2 off of the start. Here's a 2, the 3, the 5, the 6, the major 7. That is, I have a 2, I have a 3, I have a 5, I have a 6, I have a major 7. To the 6 chord, I'm adding a 2 and a major 7. What do you call this? Well, in this case, you would call it E major 7, 6, 2, F major 7, 6, 2, G major 7, 6, 2, A major 7, 6, 2. Oh, wait, it's just the 7 major 7, 6, 2. Wait a minute then. If you have a major 7, 6, 2, that means you have to be able to also have a, just not a minor 7, but a blues 7. So if you are on, and then you go to the 7, and of course we were adding a 6 to that, 7 on it, and now I'm saying going to the 2. So now I have a 2, a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 7. A 2, a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 7. Listen to how beautiful they sound. This is now not a major 7, 6, 2, but just a 7, 6, 2, like G 7, 6, 2. A 7, 6, 2. These are so great. A 2, a 3, a 5, a 6, a 7. A 2, a 3, a 5, a 6, a 7. A 2, a 3, a 5, 6, a 7. A 2, a 3, a 5, 6, a 7. A 2, a 3, a 5, 6, 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 7. Or it could be a 2, a 3, 5, 6, major 7. A 2, a 3, 5, 6, major 7. A 2, 3, 5, major 7. These are all adding to 6s. I'm adding a 2 and a 2 and a major 7 to a 6, or I'm adding a 2 and a 7. And they make some beautiful, 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 beautiful 6 chords.
Wanna play?
Check this
Check this out.